Now at 11, a death investigation involving an 11-year-old girl. What we're learning tonight from police in Hendricks County about how she died.
And rain is on radar, expected to move through overnight. How will it impact your Sunday? I'll have the forecast.
Plus, neighbors rallying to save a local YMCA. Why they're worried about losing this staple on Indy's east side. We begin tonight with a young girl's death in Hendricks County. Her father and stepmother now under arrest. Our Brandon Schaff brings us more details tonight from the house where police are now investigating.
Police have been investigating this home behind me here in Stylesville for hours after an 11-year-old girl died here early Saturday morning. Now, the Hendricks County Sheriff's Office says that they responded with medics around 1:30 a.m. on a report of an unresponsive 11-year-old girl. They say that they tried life-saving measures, but she was pronounced dead at the scene. Investigators arrested 2 people, each on a preliminary felony charge of neglect of a dependent resulting in death. They were identified by police as the girl's father and stepmother. I spoke with a neighbor across the street who says that Stylesville is normally a quiet town, a very small town that sits right here on US 40 west of Plainfield. On Saturday night, we've seen police moving in and out of the house with various objects, potential evidence, and continuing to investigate the scene where that 11-year-old unfortunately died. Now, police say that they are withholding additional information for now since this is still an active investigation. Reporting here in Stylesville, Brandon Schaff, 13 News.
Also want to let you know jail records show the girl's father and stepmother who are arrested are being held without bond. Of course, we'll share any new developments in this case as they happen on air and online at WTHR.com. New tonight, the IU Indy campus sent out safety alerts because of a police pursuit tonight. The alert reported a man with a gun inside Gateway Garage. IMPD and IU police responded and told people to avoid the area. IU police say the man was taken into custody a short time later and there is no ongoing threat tonight. New tonight, a high school secretary is under arrest accused of having a sexual relationship with students in Randolph County. This is according to Union City Police. They say this all began when the 31-year-old woman's husband came home and found her with an 18-year-old student. Police then uncovered she'd allegedly been in a sexual relationship with another student who was 17 at the time. The suspect now faces a preliminary charge of child seduction. We will update you once formal charges are filed. All right, it's 11:03 and it is raining outside. If it's not in your neighborhood, probably nearby. How large of a rainstorm, I guess, is this?
It's really the southern half of the state for the most part. Once you get north from Indy, the rain is starting to let up a little bit, but we expect that everyone will at least see some rain overnight. I'm glad it's rain moving through because it's going to help to wash a lot of that mess.
Yes, all the sludge and
the salt and all the mess. Yeah, it's all going away. It may take it a little bit longer depending on how much snert you still have on the ground. But there you see our radar is pretty active, and some areas are picking up some pretty moderate to heavy rain at times. Look at over, say, to Rockville, Greencastle, down to Terre Haute. Some of these areas picking up some pretty substantial rain. Keep in mind, there may be some areas that still have some of the gutters clogged by some of that leftover snow. So that could still be a bit of a concern to lead to some minor flooding on the roadways. Not necessarily that so much rain is coming down, just because some of the gutters are going to be clogged by that. Temperatures are near 40 degrees, and I actually think we're right at our overnight low temperature. Probably not going to see the temperatures move very much. Some of you may drop down into the 30s. I'm going to put 40 right on the board. You could be a few degrees either side of that, and rain is likely most of the overnight and will continue into the early part of tomorrow, likely through about mid to late morning, and then we expect the sunshine to help move our temperatures up into the mid 50s. Now, coming up, I'm going to walk you through this on Future Track so you can see, depending on where you are, how quickly that rain will wrap up. We'll also talk about more 50s and 60s in the 7-day.
All right, sounds good, Rob. Thank you. Community members on the east side of Indianapolis gathered today in hopes of saving their YMCA. The Randsburg Y is set to close next month over financial challenges. Our Marina Silva shows us what neighbors say is at stake if it goes away.
Well, neighbors tell me this is more than just a building. The Randsburg YMCA has been open since 1959. It's a place where kids come to play basketball or learn swimming. Parents have a daycare option, and senior citizens come to hang out. And as the future is uncertain, community members are worried about the loss to the east side.
We're here to save our wine.
We are here to save our wine. Dozens gathered outside the building with signs and chants echoing on Short Ridge Drive on Indy's east side, all to plead for a part of their community, including Cecilia Morris Walton. She spent decades at the Randsburg YMCA.
When I was a child, my family brought me here. I brought my children here. I'm here now doing senior classes 3 days a week.
She says the YMCA plays an important role in the community.
Because our community needs this, not only for our seniors, not only for our youngest children, but also for our youth. I mean, as you can see, our parking lot is full. If you go inside, we have hundreds of kids and they're playing basketball. Their families here supporting them, their grandparents are here supporting them. We need this for the whole community.
Lawmakers are joining in on the fight too, including State Senator Andrea Hunley.
We're not doing enough. We are absolutely not doing enough.
She says she's frustrated.
How many young people who are 18 to 24, young men who come here, who hang out together, who work out together, who play basketball together, who are learning conflict resolution skills, how to be in community together. That's critical. That is critical.
And as you can hear, the cars, there's a lot of community support here, and I hope they allow us to build even additional support to get the funds that we need and the support we need.
Right now, the Randsburg YMCA is set to close on March 31st, but community members say they're going to keep fighting and do what they need to do to keep it open. Reporting in Indianapolis, Marina Silva, 13 News.
And Marina asked the YMCA how much money it would take to keep them open. A spokesperson said it would require an operating endowment of about $1 million a year. We have their full statement right now on WTHR.com. Multiple protests downtown today, including this one on Monument Circle. Demonstrators here pushing back against the current regime in Iran. That country faced nationwide protests, which turned deadly as the government there cracked down on rallies last month. Now, people here continue to make their voices heard, calling for a change in Iran.
Just trying to be the voice of Iranian people that they could not do this. If we had this exact same gathering in Iran, none of us would exist right now. We all would be in prison right now. So freedom is not given. So we're just trying to ask for Iranian people and to join us so we can raise awareness.
Iran's exiled crown prince has ramped up international pressure on a regime change. Human rights organizations report more than 7,000 people have died there. Multiple protests took place worldwide today as world leaders are meeting in Germany to discuss Tehran's nuclear program. We also saw several other protests around Indy today, including these demonstrators with a group called Strong Neighbors. They're pushing back against ICE operations. Some of the people here were armed, but this protest remained peaceful.